Hello YouTube, welcome to Angelo Crypto. In this video we will be covering Meta platforms aka Facebook. There have been some recent developments with this company. First thing first, we have the Friday sell-off of the tech sector. Facebook did lose, minor loss actually, negative 0.33%. But getting into more interesting developments, the Biden administration is proposing to approve Google and Meta access to the undersea data cable to Asia. More specifically, Meta wants to use the access to the Philippines and the US portion of the data cable, and Google is asking to use the connection with Taiwan. Now, this will impose more responsibilities on these companies. They will need to show that they can manage the data, and more specifically that they can shut down everything and control the traffic within 24 hours. So this is something that the Biden administration is discussing. They will need to get special approvals from other departments, but the idea is like if they get this access, well, that will definitely be a huge plus for the stock because that will facilitate data transmission with Asia, and yes, will help to grow the company and to give people more access to data and to content. Now, there's also another developments. There have been a couple of lawsuits recently against Facebook for misleading information. There have been a couple of law firms that they point out that during the period of April 29 through October 21, Facebook has not disclosed two full details regarding their user base, regarding their income. So they're basically pointing out that some of the accounts and the revenue comes from fake accounts. So it's just something small that's happening, but I don't believe it's gonna hurt Facebook or anything like that. Next, getting into more technical stuff, looking at the chart, we see two important details. First off, as of right now, we are at the price level of $332 per share. We see that there is a resistance at the area of 345, so this part over here. We also have support at the area of 305 down at the bottom. And as of right now, we actually see an interesting trend. We are seeing a uptrend starting from December 3rd. And considering all what's been happening recently, that's really impressive for Facebook, considering the fact that there is the Omicron virus around, the fact that the Fed is slowing down on its bond buyback program, the fact that we have high interest rates. So a large cap company is pretty much doing its own things and not being affected by these macroeconomic events. So that's pretty good. That shows the resilience of Meta. And yeah, that's also another reason why yeah, I am bullish on this company. This company is strong, they know what they're doing, and they have good fundamentals and good metrics. Getting into more details into their chart, we see that the stochastic MACD is crossing the midline, and that means there's more room on the way up for bullish momentum. So yes, I do expect the stock to grow even further and to go up. Next, looking at the volume analysis, we are trading above average values, and we see that on Friday with all the tech sell-off and that, well, the stock did manage to hold its ground and it didn't get affected a lot. So all of that trading activity didn't shook off the stock. It didn't move it much down. So yeah, that's another sign that Facebook is resilient. Next, going to some more interesting analysis to the balance of market power, we can see that the bearish strength, the bearish momentum kind of faded away as of right now. We are switching into green bull momentum, so we're starting the upway. So yeah, that gives another sign that this stock is good, that this is going to go up. on the short term. I believe that the stock will go up and I am bullish on it on the short term. If I were to trade this as of right now, I would open a trade around the area that we are at 332. I would give some room for the stop loss, maybe push it down to the area of 323. Yeah, leave it a bit of breathing room, but yeah, the upside definitely is high. The upside, I would put the minimum price target minimal at 354, which is the next high. Basically, this was the previous high. Then we had the slump. So yeah, that would be my approach to it in the short term. And also another interesting detail to point out is that if we look at the short interest on of the stock, 1.07%. So yeah, there's not much interest on the broad side. Investors do not see this stock going down. Next, on the long term, well, Facebook is Facebook. It's a good company. It is strong. Looking at the institutional inflow and outflow out of the past 12 months, we have an inflow of 58 billion and an outflow of 38. So institutions believe in this company. They do think they are great and they have bought into it. So yeah, long term definitely buy, bullish on Facebook. Short term also bullish on it. It's really impressive that they have held down uh, with all of the macroeconomic events that we have had recently, and they have shown their resilience. So yeah, bullish. Alright guys, that was for today's session. Please don't forget to subscribe and we will see on the next video.